tried to free your mind, Nia, but I can only show you the door. You're the one that has to walk through it. You have to let it all go, Nia. Fear, doubt, and disbelief. Free your mind.
This is the Mind is Mine podcast. What it do, ladies and gentlemen? Happy 2025. It's the first podcast of the year, and I got a special guest with me, my man Jamal the comedian, to be exact. How you doing today, Brody?
Hey man, I'm cool, man. I'm surviving in St. Louis. How about you?
I'm well, man. It's very warm outside compared to what we've been going through.
Man, I'm saying it's doing something right. Finally, you know what I'm saying? Like,
hey, you never know. It might snow tomorrow. So
I mean, hurricane next week. Right? You know what I'm saying?
Facts. So I mean, I want to get straight into it, bro. First of all, congrats on 2 nominations, Model of the Year and also Comedian of the Year. How you feeling after those nominations?
Hey man, you know I'm blessed for real, because when you put all your effort and work in one thing, someone's gonna see it. Everybody probably isn't, but that one person, when they see it, it just spreads. It's like seeds, you know. You plant one seed, it just spreads, you know. For sure.
Yeah, I got nominated for Model of the Year as well. So
congratulations,
we got some friendly competition going.
We own it. We doing something right, you know.
Yes, sir. And then also, the Mind is Mine podcast is nominated too as well for the podcast of the year. So nothing but love for everybody that is tuned in, everybody that has supported, everybody that has been on here and that is going to be on here. You know, this second season is going to be bigger than ever. So hopefully we get a studio here soon and get better at editing. So it's just a process. So
yeah.
But yeah, man, I want to get deep into everything that you got going on, because you get pulled in a lot of directions. I know you asked me to be a part of a short film. You do comedy. You have a game show, the first live game show to be exact in St. Louis history. Let's start there, bro. What was the idea and the motivation that went into a game show? Were you influenced by a particular game show by chance, or?
So before I answer that, just letting y'all know I came from the dentist. So I sound like this side is dumb. Just letting y'all know. So honestly, my influence was Wild 'N Out, Family Feud, Celebrity Squares, and me being who I am, I do comedy. I'm a comedian first, but I do multiple things that bring it all together for a game show. So for example, I went to a lot of open mics. I've seen poetry. I've seen a lot of modeling events. I've seen rappers, singers. I'm like, that would be dope. Just put it all into one show. So Wild 'N Out, you have a variety of things. Literally everything you think of, from rapping to boom, bam, bat. What I've learned is you can be influenced by somebody, just put your own twist to it. Don't copy word from word, you know. So my influences was that particular game show, and I just branched off into what I like and what I'm good at. So I have a modeling portion called Walk That Walk.
I saw that. Yeah.
Yes, that one is a fan favorite. So how this works, I have local designers in St. Louis, and I have actual models here as well. As a model, you showcasing what you're wearing. And basically how this works is it's a fashion off. Designer against designer in friendly competition. So it's just like I have streetwears, I have different types of aesthetics, and just know everybody showcase what they can do. So it's not about me, it's about we. People aren't working for me, they're working with me. So in this city, no one else is doing this. I wanted to put this city on the map for more than just the arch and the aquarium and the zoo, and fucking shootings. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. This is something different. I want everybody to be like, okay, damn, a game show? What? Ain't nobody doing this. Let me check this out. Yeah. So I just want to, this is for the city, basically.
So what's the game show called, to be exact?
The 314 show.
314 show.
Yes. Yeah.
That's hard, man. I'm glad that you putting St. Louis on the map. It seems like we have a big arts movement, an arts revolution going on right now. With myself, with Truly Gifted, that I'm also a part of. Brandon Michael Lewis is a part of that.
That's my shout out to Brandon. That's my dog.
Yeah, man. I love Brandon. Shout out to him. He just dropped a single like this yesterday. Big congrats to him, along with KB and 30 as well, with a big time concert yesterday, man. I wish you was there, bro.
Man, I'm saying, I'm proud of y'all, man. Y'all doing y'all thing. Selling out shows, hey, we on it.
For sure.
On it, yeah.
Yeah, I heard Brandon is he's a special guest for the show coming up soon.
Yeah, so basically he's gonna be opening up.
Okay.
I have 4 segments in that show. So March 22nd, 5 to 9 p.m. Each hour is a segment. So each hour is basically between 5, let's say 5 o'clock to about 5:45. So that 15 minutes is gonna be a performer and me open up the show. So once they're done performing, the show's gonna start. And everything is structured, laid out to the point where it's just like everything will be timed. So it's nothing ghetto, it's no hour late. We're gonna be on time. On white time to be exact. You know what I'm saying? At 5 o'clock, it's gonna be 4:40 type shit. Yeah.
Sharp.
Exactly. Right. Exactly. So just know it's gonna be very clean, smooth, and my favorite catchphrase is show out. Let's show out. Show St. Louis what we all about. You know, it's not just about killings and STDs. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Anybody can just rap. Anybody can just sing. But actually putting your passion in your craft, it will set you aside from a different crowd.
I love that, bro. I love that because not only are you putting yourself on, you're putting the city on too. And I see that's your main goal and your main passion. So that's what we need in St. Louis. If anything, we don't get enough credit for the artistry that we have, the creativity and the innovation that's coming out of the city. So if anything, I applaud you for putting the city on the map. But what's like your favorite part of the game show?
Honestly, it's me actually putting all my connections on in one room.
Okay.
And I mean by that is everybody on the show I've worked with or first time working with, but to the point where they know I'm not just a talker, I'm a walker. And me showing them, hey, this is what I have going on. I want you on my show. I want you to help me out with this. I would like to make history with you. It's always with. It's not about me. It's about we. So every time I talk to hey, we will be doing this. I'm not saying I'm going to make you. No, we will be doing this. So me bringing all these people together in one room, man, that's be one hell of a show. And I'm just excited that I have a lot of positive influencers. It's my mouth, y'all, don't mind me. A lot of positive people all in one room, and we showcasing what we can do with all this talent that we have. And that's my favorite part of the show.
For sure. So like the mini games and the mini activities that you do, how many do you have exactly, if you know?
I have 15.
15?
15 games.
Are you still expanding that?
Man, hell yeah. Yes, bro. This is season 2. Last season, I had 9. So each season, I'm increasing with a bigger venue, more games, more contestants. Last time it was at ITV Network, October 19th. Man, the best day. You know what I'm saying? It was the pilot. Everybody did their thing. And I was just excited. I feel like crying. I was like, oh, shit. Dreams are reality. You know what I'm saying? The power of word is important.
Yes, indeed.
People don't understand, like, what you say can manifest and what you want it to become. And trying to tell folks, be careful what you say because it will happen. Oh, I'm sick. No, you're not sick. I'm just not fully healing right now. Yeah, when you break down the word disease, it's dis-ease. So, yeah, I'm big on, shout out to my homeboy Ozzy for getting me on etymology and breaking down the words because exactly what you're saying is super important. And your words, your actions, and your thoughts even, they align with the reality that you're wanting to create. So it's very, very important for you to have a focus and a direction with everything that you do and make sure there's clarity and intention. And the way that you have this structured, not just with your game show, but also with comedy as well, and also get into short films and modeling and everything, you have an intention behind that. And like we said, it's putting that city on while also putting yourself on, and you have a lot of talent as well. So I appreciate that. And that's the biggest thing with Minus Mine is focusing on how our mental guides our life along with our spiritual as well. Are you a spiritual? For sure.
Okay.
Yes,
bet.
man. Come on.
Bet.
Come on. Lay it on me, bro.
Yes, sir.
I got you.
Yes, sir. Are you within the church or like do you have your own path? I want to learn more about that.
So honestly, my spiritual journey started last year.
Okay.
So mind you,
fresh then.
Yeah,
fresh.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and I'm learning that when it comes to word, when I tell you, we all are gods.
Yes.
And
okay, we on the same type of time then.
And people don't realize we have power. I didn't figure out my power till last year. And my power is the fact that I can make anything happen. And what I mean by that is, whatever I say comes to fruition. Years ago, I had the game show right now, right? I wasn't ready. I was going to start, but God was like, nah, not right now. Wait a minute. Years later, which was last year, it happened. I'm like, hold on. So I had to wait, realize, do my research, do my homework on what I needed, what I missed, what the layout and the format is, and it happened. It doesn't happen overnight. It does not. It takes a minute for you to understand, hey, this is what you can do. Present this to somebody, okay? If I met you for a reason, it's always a reason for everything, always. Either it's reason for good or reason for bad. 99% of the time, when I'm in the room with people, I know who to look for. I look at everybody, don't get me wrong, but I look for certain people, specific people. Because I met you for this, not because of that. If I met you and we just talking and I give you my number, it's a reason for that.
Exactly. And
a lot of times people don't realize when you're in a room with like-minded people, you'll gravitate towards them. So a lot of times when I go to like clubs and stuff like that, it'd be weird because I don't belong here. I just do the support,
Yeah.
But a lot of times I just be like, nah, this ain't for me, nah. And it's kind of weird because people talk to me, don't get me wrong, but based on conversation, it doesn't really go that far,
Yeah, I'm the same way. Whenever I get into the club, I'm the guy in the corner doing jump shots.
Yeah, yeah. Like I just, it's just a like-minded thing. You feel it's a presence.
For sure.
And just know through this whole journey, spiritual-wise, it's just like my mindset has expanded to the point where it's like I know what to do. I know how to achieve it. I know I had to go through these trials just to get where I'm at now. And trust me, I'm not mad at it, but dang, it was something.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, for sure. And one thing I've learned on my journey, I've been on my journey for a couple of years now, and community makes the difference. And your game show is bringing community together constantly and interacting. Like you said, you're trying to get all your connections in one room and interact with each other. And that's how we build St. Louis. That's how we lift St. Louis from the ground up. And not saying that it's on the ground, but I don't think it gets the recognition that it deserves. Because, we're in the Midwest, we're not on the East Coast, we're not in the South, we're not on the West Coast or anything, one of those glamorous cities. So we kind of have to put St. Louis on the map our own way and find a way to do that. And through a spiritual communion like that, even though you're having a lot of fun, it's a creative environment. Creativity is spiritual, whether if you want to believe it or not. Like, that's the importance behind words. That's the importance behind thoughts, because everything that we put out into the universe is an element of creation.
Ooh, that's on the nail.
Yeah.
Okay, that's on the nail.
Yeah, we have to recognize the power of our words, because everything that follows is creating that reality that whether we desire or we don't desire it, but we're doing it by mistake, unconsciously. And everything that we say, do, and think is going into that subconscious mind. It's just going to be playing on repeat. So the more positivity that we put onto the world, the more positivity we'll have on repeat within our own minds and the collective unconscious as well.
And that's facts. And I'll be trying to tell folks, I'm saying, just because you're 40, 50, 35, it's not too late. It's not too late. Trust and believe it's not too late. People need to realize that every time that you do something, you are always expanding your mindset and what you want to do. Mm-hmm. And we are people that
you could take your time.
we are people who have a purpose.
Yeah.
And everybody's purpose is different. For example, like we have teachers, we have astronauts, we have geologists, and that's their purpose and what they want to do. Mm. Everybody is different. So just because, oh, dang, he's a teacher, why can't I be one? No one ever said you couldn't. You do things that every person can't do. For example, like if you can sing, that's amazing. I wish I could sing. How many people have that type of talent that they don't use? Or like if you were an architect, that would be so cool. Just like, man, it's a lot of stuff that we come with individually. It just needs to be expanded on.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to tell folks, just go out there. Don't be scared. A lot of times you're going to fail. Trust me, I fail a lot of times, but I keep going. You got to have that mindset. Just do not give up on yourself. At the end of the day, it falls back on you. Nobody else comes back on you because you are your own person. People don't realize that because whatever you try to accomplish or if you try to feel it comes back on you, you are you regardless of what anybody says. That's what I'm just learning this is a process when it comes to spirituality and actually working with everybody else. It's a process. I'm learning still.
Yeah, for sure. It's a whole that's what life is. It's a whole process, and I look at life as rehabilitation rather than psychosis and falling into the ways of the world. If anything, you're healing yourself from the ways of the world. Everything that you were learning from outside of yourself, you have to be able to put that through a filter. Is this for me or is it not for me? Is it for other people or is this something that I need to tackle? Because not every idea, not every lifestyle is for you. And I think with living in the fast life for a good majority of my life and how the majority of people are living in that type of lifestyle, they don't really have the time to reflect on what their intentions are and what they truly want to do with their life. And also they're not surrounded by the right community. Like you brought up earlier, this person either comes into my life for good or for bad. The way I look at it as you're coming into my life to grow with me or I'm growing from you. And there's always an opportunity for growth, no matter who I meet and no matter what position I could put in, because failure is nothing but a catalyst for growth. It's not something to keep you down. It puts you back into your starting point just for you to do it again and get more innovative. Because if you're trying to be a creator and trying to be an artist, you have to try out different lanes and different things that work for you to connect with the community and connect with your art, because it's not just one way works for everybody. And I'm sure that you've been through that journey. You having problems over there, bro?
No, hold on, bro. I got this, bro. But no, I agree though, for real, bro.
Yeah, and if you turn it towards you, then that's how you,
like this way.
No, the other way.
Oh,
yeah, that's where you lock it.
Okay, homie, I got you. I'm testing y'all right now. Okay, there we go. No, I agree though, bro, and I feel like a part of this comes back to motivation in a way, because when you see somebody doing something that should motivate you, keyword should, a lot of times people get motivated for the wrong reasons. Like, for example, today's music. This is my opinion, y'all. I ain't gonna offend nobody. Today's music is not for me. I'm for me honest. I am more of a classic, like where our mom and dad's type of music,
I'm same way. I see you.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because like this actually had meaning. This had like passion and emotion. It's not about killing or fucking or doing drugs. Like today's music, I don't know who or what corrupted the music, but it's not how it should be. Because a lot of times the generation after us, they listen to stuff like, oh, I'm walking on the block, finna kill a nigga. Da, 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 da. I'm like, what the fuck? But having us though, hey, I'm finna go to school, get a college degree. I graduate with the 3.0 and you know what I'm saying? Like, it's more uplifting. We have a reason. We care. We care, But a lot of times the music don't care. And it's just for that particular audience. Mm-hmm. Like, for example, this is my opinion, once again, the newest song with Sexy Red Bruno Mars. Y'all listen, Bruno Mars is my favorite R&B singer, my top 3.
I don't know what he was thinking, man.
I'm not gonna hate too bad, but damn, it gotta make sense.
Yeah,
and it didn't make sense, you know. And it's just like, I get when you see an artist, you want to give them a chance, but certain things cannot mix. That's like saying NWA with Kirk Franklin. That's not gonna make sense.
No,
like, bro, that's the complete opposite.
Maybe a Kirk Franklin is the sample. That's about it,
or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, but some stuff when you do collaborations, it needs to make sense. Like, I give everybody a chance with working with me. If you're a poet, artist, model, whoever you are, I want to give you a chance. And if we can keep it going, cool. If not, cool. It's me being equal to everybody. and it comes to equality. So I respect that Bruno Mars gave her a chance. I do like that. You know, I respect Sexy Red for being an artist. She's just not for me because she's herself. You know, she's just not for me, you know, respectively. But going back to having something that makes sense. Come from St. Louis, we're not known for a lot of positive music now. Back then,
yeah, for sure.
Back then, like Chingy, Nelly, you know, and hell, I didn't even know fucking Akon was from St. Louis.
Yeah, man, that still
crazy.
Shocks me.
I'm like, what the? I'm like, ain't no way. He doesn't even say it in his songs. He don't really rap it. I'm like, what? But on, you know, but it's just like now it comes the music part. I do music too. And my songs are like a hype Travis Porter.
Okay, I didn't know you do music too.
Come
okay.
on, yeah, jack of all trades, bro. I'm trying. And I just try to do stuff that's different, that catches the eye. Because if you want to stand out, do something different. Don't be like anybody else.
Agreed.
But it doesn't, but if you get inspiration, that's different. Just don't do the exact damn thing, same thing. Like when I do my show, I'm inspired by Wild Out, but I'm not going to copy every single game they got. Hell nah. I'm put my own twist to it.
Yeah.
314 show, Wild Out, two different things. I have a game that's called Can I Get an Amen? It's a church game. I have Can You Hear Me? It's a pole game. I got Walk That Walks, a model game. So all my games are different. The only thing that's similar is that it's a similar game concept of that nature. But everything else, that's all on me.
That's sick, man. I love that. You have a lot of accountability towards your work and also towards your life circumstances. I love that because I don't think that's taught enough to take more accountability. I think it's more convenient to point the finger and put it on other people or put it onto the world or put it on God rather than your own decisions. So I love seeing that, man, because how old are you?
27.
27? Okay, I'm 26, so I'm not too far from you. So I think our generation has to really step up because this next generation is going to be dealing with a lot of trials and tribulations, especially with, you know, with social media and consumerism and, you know, obviously Trump being in office as well. But I mean, no matter who is in office, there's always going to be some trials and tribulations, to be honest with you. So if anything, I see with our creativity, whether if it's this podcast, the game show, short films, which we'll get to that in a minute, we can really inspire the youth, not just here in St. Louis, but all over the world, to actually speak with intention and create with intention and not do things just for the profit or just for the clout and just to fight for some type of credibility when you get the credibility from God. Your existence is credibility in itself, is acceptance and abundance in itself. Whatever you want to put that towards, especially if it's intent driven, then you are destined to not only change your life, but other lives as well. That's why I was telling my guys yesterday during their performance, again, shout out to KB and 30 and everybody else that contributed. I was looking at that show. I'm like, man, they're destined for this. They do it so well. Like everybody else, you know, there were some other good performances, but they controlled every inch of that stage like nobody else has that night. And they made sure they took advantage of every single second they're on stage because they only had 12 minutes. And honestly, they blew out the water, man. So, yeah.
That's real, bro.
For sure. So I'm glad to see that you're on that same path.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
For sure, man. For sure. It's all about recognition at the end of the day. So before we get any deeper into like your creativity, what you have going on next, I do want to talk about what you picked with music because we did bring that up, and then we can segue into for sure, your journey in music as well. So, I mean, you picked Michael Jackson. There's not really much to say because it's kind of obvious why you would pick Michael Jackson, why anybody would pick Michael Jackson, because that's an instant classic, but why that album in particular?
So, honestly, well, to give you a straightforward answer, that's the first one I saw. That's Michael Jackson. But to give you my actual answer, though, is because Michael Jackson was the biggest inspiration for every single musician. Mm-hmm. Him and Prince was in that era at the same time, right?
Yeah.
But the fact that everybody looked up to him and the fact that his music actually spoke, y'all can hear all day, but actually listening, to work. He was telling stories.
Yeah.
He was telling actual what's going on. You know, like for example, I was listening to I feel bad. The album when he was wearing the shiny armor. I forgot what it's called.
The shiny armor.
Armor.
History.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Yeah. With the statue.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I listen to They Don't Care About Us, and a lot of times when you listen to lyrics, you don't hear them until you actually listen to them. Okay, and I'm listening. I'm just like, they don't really care about us. And when you actually think of it now and what's going on, a lot of people don't care about us and what we do. They really don't.
That's true.
And the one thing about history is learn from history. Do not repeat certain actions in history. Those who do not know history are doomed to repeat themselves. Exactly. And when you're doing history, like for example, today is the first Black History Day. And it is indeed. And I'm the first Black man to do this game show. And that's why I had the ambition to actually show everybody that no matter what you can do, you can put your mind to it and make history on your own. And he's one of my biggest inspirations. Because I'm telling you, without him, I can put money on this. Without him, a lot of artists would not be who they are today.
Easily.
It's just like we get inspired by certain individuals to actually grow on what we want to become. He's the king of pop. I'm just saying it out. He's the king. Literally.
Yeah, I don't think nobody has came close, honestly.
You know, and you have people who are like now, Chris Brown, he's up there. Don't get me wrong, but not on this type of level.
For sure.
And you got people who are like kings of comedy, like Steve Harvey, Bernie Mac, you know, king of rap. My opinion, one of my favorite rappers is Lil Wayne and Eminem. And it's just like certain people actually have a message to give out to the world. Like one of my favorite songs that he was a feature in was We Are the World. They don't make songs like that no more.
That's true, because they tried, I think twice, they tried remaking that song with different artists and everything. I know, have you heard the story when they did the first remake? Snoop Dogg and Nipsey snuck into the studio and they were in the very back, but they weren't supposed to be there and be a part of. Yeah. Bro, watch it. It's pretty funny because it's like they're in the room full of like all seniors and pop artists, and it's just them in the back, just probably fried. It's hilarious to see, but it's dope that they allowed them to be in that video, because they could easily just stop the whole thing and be like, get out.
Right.
So,
and then that's mad respect. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody is inspiration to somebody else. Like, I'm not gonna lie, people to this day, you be inspiring me. I'm like, damn, for real? I didn't, you know, I just be doing me. I don't be trying to be like him or her. Nah, I just do what God tells me to do. Because like you said, if it's destiny, certain things happen for a reason. Like, this is a prime example that we can go to the next subject.
Yeah, for sure.
I had started a new job this year.
Congratulations.
Right on, thank you. And my last job, something told me that I was more up there in my last job, but my last job was holding me back. So this job basically pushed me to my full potential, because I work on like machines, like refrigerators, putting them together and stuff like that. And this is second nature. Like, this is easy. I'm actually doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm not holding back. I actually show my full capabilities of getting this stuff done. Because my last job, my boss wasn't letting me do A/B. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, motherfucker, this is my job, bro. Like, no. Like, I'm certified in a forklift and everything. Like, besides me doing entertainment, I still about 9 to 5, you know. I got, you know, kids I take care of. So it's kind of like I keep it going. I will always upgrade, never downgrade. I will always increase, of course, not decrease. So I want everybody to know that whatever you want to do, you need to have a game plan, strategy, the blueprint, and the confidence and ambition to keep it going. Mm-hmm. And that's why for my show, I give you confidence. If you're backstage, guess what? You upstage now. You're not gonna do back stuff. You're gonna be up there on the TV with the microphone in your face. doing it. So you're not gonna be scared no more because I'm gonna push you out your comfort zone respectfully. So it's kind of like I'm always gonna give you that edge, that extra push you need to get up there.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't do that these days. They like, oh, it's about me. I'm in the spotlight. Nah, come on the spotlight with me. Nah, y'all can do this.
Yeah.
I'm just one person. You know, if I wish I could sing like y'all, dance y'all, like y'all, come on.
Because like you can't carry that whole thing on your back.
Right.
The reason why you have guests in the first place is to facilitate responsibility for the show amongst everybody, not just you. Obviously, it falls back on you, but if you have a good blueprint and a good strategy, everybody is going to feel comfortable getting out of that comfort zone. And that's, if you're a true artist, then you long for moments like that. Like you seek those type of moments because that's how you become a better artist and a better person overall.
And that's facts. That's how I'm learning when it comes to this leadership and you leading a team. Don't be scared to get opinions from everybody because you gotta think open-minded, not closed-minded.
Yeah.
And it's like football. You have a quarterback. He's an important role. You have the wide receiver. He's an important role. But you have the team that's the biggest important roles. They're on the front line. You have the defensive ends, the tight ends. You have everybody on the line. Each person plays a big part in getting this championship. And that's why I'm learning that when people talk to me, it's easy for me. I can talk to groups. I don't get, flustered. I don't walk away. I don't get over it. Nah. Talk to me like the day of my game show. Everybody named Mama kept calling me. I'm like, all right, what's up, y'all? What's up? I was like, damn, what the fuck? But it was too because I handled it, And don't get me wrong, I was excited more than just being nervous. I'm like, damn, this shit's actually happening. We're on TV now, We're on Roku. We're on our TV, by the way. Check us out, y'all. And it was an exciting moment to where I led my team to victory. And they had their faith and their confidence that, we can get this done. Because honestly, they could have just walked away from my show like, nah, I don't believe in you. But the fact that they did, that's real. And I'm just learning the process of it. But just know it's an amazing feeling to have when people can actually believe in you and actually stick with you through that process.
Yeah, 100%, bro. It's equally important to be around people that are in places in which you seek to be as well. So did you have any mentors when it came to anything that you do, not just the game show, but with comedy and with music? Like, are there any notable mentors that have been in your life and helped shape who you are today or continuing to shape who you are going forward?
Shout out to Ron, the comedian, by the way. He put me on my very, very first comedy show.
That's
very
dope.
First one, man. And I ain't gonna lie, I was ass. Boy, I was terrible. You know what I'm saying? The only funny thing that was like when I got done on set, someone like, who the fuck that nigga? I'm like, damn, I wasn't that bad. Damn. Like what? But from that day forward, I had a decision, right? Is this meant for me or not? I could have just walked away and like, yeah, this ain't for me. But the fact that I took that constructive criticism to actually mold what needs to be done, I haven't got booed yet. So I've improved.
Tough.
I'm not saying I don't be bombing like that, but from that day, I know what to do and what not to do.
Yeah.
So Rome is one of my comedy mentors. He showed me the ropes and stuff like that from structure. Marlon Mack did, Travis Anderson, Soccer Mom. It's a whole bunch of Chris Webster. A lot of people in this comedy industry gave me their time of day just to be like, that was good, but try it like this. That was good, but try it like this. Have a structure, have an introduction, a body, a paragraph, a conclusion, a twist. Have this connect to this on this. It's a process when you write jokes. So it's kind of like without them, I wouldn't be where I'm at now. And I always give them my flowers because I'm like, they was on my show, on my game show. Some of them was. And that's just me showing y'all love. Like, without y'all, I wouldn't be here, for real. And everybody that I've met through these years, it's like, damn, I see you've improved. Because literally that day I got bombed, like I was ass, I've actually learned that everybody has their own crowd. And
Ooh, yeah. Especially when it comes to comedy too.
Man.
You are not the first person to tell me that, man.
And it's rough. Like comedy is the hardest thing to entertain right now because we're in a sensitive society.
Yes. I wanted to get into that too. So, my bad if I interrupt you.
No, you come. I'm done.
Okay. Yeah, man. Well, comedy is in such a weird spot. That's why I love Dave Chappelle so much, because it's like, regardless of all of the sensitivity and hatred that he gets for crossing that line, he does it so well, and he maintains professionalism with it as well. So it's like, it's hard to go against him, or it's hard to hate him, because it's like, he does it so well. And like, even people that are sensitive know deep down, like, okay, this is funny, but I gotta play that role and put this mask on because, I know he's kind of outing me in particular situations. So it's like, how do you navigate from that sensitivity? And have you been in situations where you have offended somebody in terms of a joke or a skit?
Or to give you a respectful answer, this is just a me answer. I don't give a fuck about people's feelings like that, man. Cause comedy, bro, it's supposed to be laughter. It's supposed to be healing. Laughter is healing for those who do not know that. And a lot of times we go through stuff mentally. We go through depression, anxiety, a lot of emotions. Laugh, laugh, it makes people feel better. Weed does cool, getting drunk cool, but laughing is a different type of healing. And the fact that when I do my jokes, it be real shit. I don't just be making some shit. It be like, for example, I'll be like, when my jokes is I had got me a new place, and it was nice. I got 3 apartments. I'm sorry, 3 bathrooms. And
3 apartments.
Oh no, I ain't balling like that. But 3 bathrooms, man. For me, my kids, it's nice. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
Yeah, it's my dad's.
Okay.
And see what I'm saying? It's funny. Cause it be facts, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It be real facts, but it's funny because it's relatable. Cause a lot of times people be faking the funk. That's why, for example, I'm bringing this right back. For music, I'm a killer. Motherfucker, you ain't no killer, nigga. You in college still, bro. Your GPA is 3.5. Don't say something that you're not. Don't do something
just because it's trendy. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. If I had a bill, that's my point, bro. And that's why, like,
I got some claps. No, that's laughter.
Oh, damn.
There we go.
Okay,
there we go.
Yeah.
It was one of the two.
And that's why I'm like, comedy now is just it's harder than what people think it is, especially in St. Louis, man. Because respectfully, like, people know us for being ghetto, like straight up.
Yeah.
And we can go to clubs, everybody got Glocks and shit. Nobody is there to have a good time anymore. They really not. They just there for like the drinks and the bitches.
Yeah.
And back then they used to actually have fun, like Kid and Play. House party. They was having a blast. I'm like, ain't nobody was on their phones. Nobody.
I mean, they didn't have that.
Right. I mean, yeah.
And it's so dope to look back on parties and different places of communion, like they're actually interacting, like they look like human beings. Like now when I go to a club, it's just we're looking down at the phone and trying to figure out what's our next play rather than being present and being right here right now.
And that it's just weird when it comes to social skills. That is just so fucking weird to me, bro. Like, I'm a social person. I'm an extrovert. Don't get me wrong, I'm introvert sometimes. I need my space, but 80% I'm an extrovert. So when I talk to you, I'm always gonna have something to say. I just gonna be like, oh, hey, what's up? The fuck? I'm like, hey, yeah, so I'm a comedian. What do you do? I'm gonna keep it going.
Yeah.
And based on conversations, you can tell a lot by somebody on conversations. Not a sentence, but conversations. And that's why when I actually go to these events and stuff, I talk to certain people or they talk to me. And I will never forget this. I ain't trying to get too spiritual with y'all, but
I mean, that's what this podcast is all about.
Okay.
Dig as much as you need to.
Okay, so I went to this club in St. Louis. I ain't gonna throw shade, but I went to this club in St. Louis. And when I go to these events, I be seeing auras. And
ooh, okay.
I know who is pure and who isn't as pure. I'm not saying I'm the purest guy ever. I still do my sins like drinking stuff, but I don't do nothing.
You an empath? I'm guessing.
Yes.
Okay.
And when I seen this particular person perform, I just saw like all the energy was just shifting weird, and I was seeing like all types of like demons and stuff like that when he was performing. And it was just kind of weird because I was there for one person specifically. And when he was performing, I'm like, you don't belong here. Why are you performing here? This is not your type of scene. Because everybody else was like the whole room was dark, right? It was just flashing, red lights, all in the ceiling and stuff. I'm in the back. I'm just chilling, I'm just looking at everybody's interaction, and all I see is this, yeah. What the? So when he was performing, it was pure when he was performing, but everything around me and him, I'm like, this is not for us. I'm here to support you, but I'm like, bro, don't perform again. This is not where you belong at. It's like, what you mean? And like, some people's comprehension levels are different, so I couldn't really say exactly what I wanted to say. But respectfully, I was just like, hey man, you're better than this. Respectfully. And I never forget, that's just the time where what type of crowd you will be going in with. And mind you, and the crazy thing is, nobody talked to me. And I'm an extrovert. And I'm not trying to overthink this, but yeah, I feel like people know whose energy is, you can actually go into their energy orb. That's how I feel like. And I'm over here just literally sitting down, just chilling. Nobody talked to me, but then my energy was so pure and high up, nobody came in my circle, but they came to everybody else's circle.
It can be intimidating. Like when if you are recognizable in terms of your light, your talent, and what you bring to the table, there's some people out there that don't want to deal with that because it's intimidating. Like it shows light to a side of them that they have yet to nurture and explore. So goes back to the unknown and uncomfortability. Some people get away from that and they go to conveniency because it's easy. Everybody else is doing it. I can connect with a lot more people because we tend to think about more of quantity rather than quality. And that's why I'm getting, when you're talking about this show as well, is that you're not getting the quality that you want. There may be a good quantity of people and a good quality, not quality, but quantity of different minds and attention spans come together, but not every single place is meant for that. You got to focus on the quality of your life and the quality of the people and the quality of your music and your art. And then you're going to build something that is of that same quality, if not greater.
Hey, that's on point. That is really on point. That's why I do skits. I haven't done them in a year though. And that's just because quality. I'm good at what I do, but I know it can be better. Because a lot of times these days, people just put stuff out there just for the buzz,
Yeah.
Just like music, people just put some stuff out because that person said the same thing as me. She said the same thing. She's twerking like what? You want to just copy like everybody else. You don't want to just stand out different. You don't want to gravitate, actually have a better positive response. Because a lot of times, one of the biggest problems in this type of industry, entertainment, is the fact of men versus women. And people don't talk about that enough.
Yeah, that's happening in life in general. Yeah. I don't like that type of separation that we're going towards right now. And
it'd be messing me up because real shit, I can say this respectfully. We need women. I'm not gonna lie to you. And I say that because without them, how will we even be here? You know what I'm saying?
They're the creators, first and foremost.
Exactly. And when I be seeing like women do stuff for the wrong reasons and guys blame them, I'm like, why can't we just treat everybody equal? Come back to equality. And when I'll never forget this. One of my associates said, "Man, you be with all fine girls. You be with all fine girls." I'm like, they cool. I'm just not focused on that. And
because you married, correct?
Future. I'm talking future. Why? I would love to. Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
And I'm like, I talk to a lot of people a day. Don't get me wrong, but they're not my focus. I have tunnel vision, and what I want to do and what I want to achieve. So it's kind of like a lot of people don't realize that when you have too many tunnels, you're not focused on what is that task at hand.
Facts. And
when it comes down to actually the point of you trying to get stuff done, there's too many distractions, too many tunnels. Focusing on one thing can help you achieve it. And entertainment wise, don't get me wrong, I do a lot of things in entertainment, but my main focus is comedy. The reason I do it is to show everybody that you can do anything you want to do and be confident in it. You know how many people are modeling because of me? I don't model like that. But I did to show y'all a point. Just because you bigger than me, skinnier than me, you have more muscles than me, you have, that doesn't matter. Just be confident in what you do.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna see it. Someone's gonna like you for you.
There's somebody out there that's gonna need you for something that they are putting out. That's one thing I've learned when being an artist is that you're always in need of something, and there's always somebody in need of you as well. And that's why communion is so important, because there's always somebody that needs you genuinely, not just for your art, but also just to have you on that team, because you bring quality work and also great energy as well. And you're a genuine good person. So I get that same type of vibe from you. That's why I wanted to bring you on. And you're doing a lot of firsts that St. Louis has never seen, and the game show being number one. And I think that's like, I can't stress how dope that is. You made the first live game show, especially like you're a black man as well. So to have that title is amazing, but you're sharing that title with everybody that comes on every single episode. So I did want to touch on what you said about content creation. With me getting deeper into content creation and learning how to do it and what to post, is that it's all about the algorithm rewards the more quantity and the higher frequency of you posting. And sometimes as an artist, you can get trapped into that because you just got posts. And sometimes the things that you post aren't really of quality. You just getting out there so you are accepted by the algorithm.
Relevant, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And this is a true story. I will never forget, I almost lost myself in the entertainment industry. What I mean by that is in 2022, that's when I kind of started just trying some stuff, right? I just posted. I was just posting some bullshit, I just wanted to be relevant. And that wasn't me. Because at that time, I was learning about quality and quantity. Just because you got so much stuff doesn't mean it's good. Having for example, taking 2 months to prepare for a specific skit and it made numbers, I'd rather do that than just keep posting some shit that's not even good. And during that time, when it comes to comedy for me, I was just doing shit, I didn't really have much of a pure structure of it until somebody was just like, hey, I get what you're trying to do. Try it this way. And it's the way you talk to people that actually wants them to actually listen to you. Because they can be like, no, you suck, you trash. Nah. That person gave me time out their day. They actually gave me a blueprint, for instructions on how to do this the right way. And ever since that day, I've been waiting to do certain things. Like, for example, I haven't done my skits in almost a year. I haven't. My main focus was just the game show for now. That's what my main focus is. I want this to be better than last season. I want this to be more profound than what it was before. I want this to be more open to everybody. It's not just, I want new faces every freaking season. I want new games every season. So like right now, I'm on season 4. I'm writing down season 4 and 3 right now because I'm on it. That's what my destiny is from the one above. Because if he did not give me the gift, I wouldn't be doing this now. And I'm going to realize when the one above gives you that gift, appreciate that gift, because no one else can do what you do. Because this network event I went to, one of my partners said, "Man, I don't know how you do it." I'm like, "What you mean?" Go up there and just start talking to everybody, and I'm like, man, I just say it's a gift. Because everybody isn't an extrovert like that. Everybody isn't an introvert like that. Because a lot of times I learn from introverts is that you come with peace. You don't come with that many people. Extroverts, you come with people. You're talking to A, B, C, and D. You're doing a whole bunch. You're on stage compared to the backstage. Because I'm going to say like this. Everything is like theater. You know, you have the stage, you have the backstage, you have the camera, audio.
Yeah.
People are different levels. Like, I'm always on stage. I can be on backstage, but that's not what I'm meant to be doing. And I'm learning that every time that I'm on stage, it do be exhausting. But the fact that I'm doing this for so long, I'm used to how to have crowd control. I'm used to actually gaining everybody's attention in a positive manner. Because a lot of times when you're on stage, people talk like this. You know, they can't really hear you. But when you talk like this, they know what you're saying. You have that confidence. You're not scared to be on stage or anything.
Yeah.
But being on Fox News and things like that, meaning people from Wild Out, man, don't get me wrong. In the back of my head, I was like, oh, shit. But in the front, I'm like, hey, what's up, y'all? I'm nice to meet y'all, you know. Because a lot of times stuff like this doesn't happen a lot. So it's kind of like it shocks you.
Yeah.
It shocks you. I was like, oh, shit, I met Nick Cannon. What the fuck? In my back of my head, I said that, you know. But I had a conversation with a man. Hey, I heard a lot about you. Keep it going. I was like, oh, right on. Appreciate you. I'm like, oh, shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it just be a blessing that, you know, God gives you gifts just to showcase what that gift is. And I'm trying to tell people just to expand on what your gift is. Because honestly, I can learn a lot from you. You can learn a lot from me.
Indeed.
Instead of just going back and forth, just come together. Hey, I like what you're doing. I like what you're doing. Let's collab on this. And so it's not hard to actually communicate and have teamwork with other individuals.
For sure. For sure. I love where your head's at, man. Because you're coming from a place of just genuine energy and that you put that towards everything. You know, I've said that a couple of times before on this podcast already, but I just love having and being in the presence of people that are genuine about what they love and genuine about what they want to put out towards the world as well. So it's like connecting with you and many other people, like every single person that I've brought on to the podcast has always been an affirmation and confirmation that I'm on the right path, because I'm not just having random conversations with just random, you know, geeks off the street. Right. You feel me? I'm having conversations that I don't know you as well as many other people. You know, this is like probably our second time being in person, but it feels like I've known you for a while, just from the energy and from the way that we've been speaking. So I appreciate the energy that you bring and that you are genuine towards everything that you're trying to create. But I need your genuine answer when I ask this. What was the most embarrassing moment that you ever had on stage? Was it the time that you got bombed, or was it any other moment? You know,
I'm not even going to count that. I'm not going to count that because I was just getting my feet wet. You know what I'm saying? It would be when, this was last year, actually. So I had a comedy show with Royce from Wild Out, because some of the cast members were here last year. And the first time that it was 2 shows the same day, the first was a 7 o'clock show. You know, I had all these jokes memorized. Now I'm finna kill the game, right? Oh, I was finna kill it. I'm on stage. All I said was, shit, I forgot my lines. And then they laughed. And that wasn't part of the joke, but I really didn't forget my lines. You know what I'm saying? But I just kept it going, you know. And from that moment, it was just like, it was flight or fight. Because really, I could have just not said nothing. But I fought. You know, I kept it going. And from that moment on, when you're an artist, like you said, an artist, if you forget your lyrics, don't nobody know that. You could just keep it going. Yeah. Just keep it going.
If you're nice with it, you can really go off the dome. And I feel like as a comedian, like you have one of the toughest jobs, because it's like you don't have an instrumental kind of giving you structure. It's just like it's dependent upon what you say. And the crowd is totally in reaction towards what you do in your skit. So I feel like we all can learn from comedians, no matter what type of art we're getting into. Like me being in poetry, like I'm still new to this. I still kind of you get a little stage fright up there a little bit. I'm a little better than I was, but we can all learn something from comedians because y'all are tackling so many things that could go wrong and memorizing those jokes and making sure like because the deeper that you go into comedy, the more creative you have to be with your jokes. Like one thing I love Dave Chappelle, and the one thing I love that he does is that he says one thing, goes on a tangent with a joke, and then ends it with the same thing that he started with, and that takes a level of memory. That takes a level of making sure you keep the crowd engaged and have good crowd control. Because if you don't do it right, then they're not going to get that call back from earlier in the show. So my next question is that what has been your biggest, let me find a better way to construct that. What has been the best way in terms of maintaining crowd control as a comedian? And how can you teach that to other comedians that are coming up in St. Louis and wanting to do the same thing that you're doing?
You got to have comebacks. Respectfully, you got to have comebacks. Because I remember one of my comedy shows, we have hecklers. Literally, when we do perform, we have hecklers.
For sure.
So me being me, this is just me. They talking louder than me. I'm like, damn, this conversation good? And everybody laughs and stuff. Like, what you mean? I'm like, y'all talking more than me. This is my show. I mean, that's cool. What y'all talking about? So that's called just interacting with the crowd. So a lot of times when stuff like that happens, you need to have that improv. Go off that. Go off that. And a lot of times people don't know that's not part of the stage, part of the performance. But it's the fact that you're recovering. You're recovering off that, the comeback. And it's one thing that if you're not doing nothing, like if somebody was like, hey, get their ass, catch them in the act. You know what I'm saying? This is your show. Don't let nobody deteriorate from your show. Because a lot of times, as a comedian, we have so many people who talk. Some people who actually have something sarcastic to say. Because one of the times, the girl was like, "You're not being funny," and they laughed. Right? I'm like, "You're not being cute, but why are you here?" You know what I'm saying? like you just gotta be quick with it.
Yeah.
So a lot of times, having that comeback and recovery plays a big part in actually getting your jokes and your stage presence off stage. And as for an artist, when you're a rapper, you do poetry, you sing, and somebody, if you forgot your lyric or you catch somebody in the act, talk to them, catch their ass, interact with them, because ain't no one's gonna stop you from doing what you need to be doing in that moment. You just gotta keep it going, fight.
I feel like if you're great at what you do, you yearn for those moments as well. It's like, I hope somebody talks, or I hope this pops up because I got something for that ass.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's dope, man. That's dope. When was the last show, and when's your next show?
My last show was
with you specifically, like you just being the comedian.
Oh yeah, it was last year on that Wild 'N Out stand up. It was November, somewhere in November. I forgot the date. But that was my last show. My next actual stand up show, I don't have one right now, but I do plan to host the Festival of Nations this year. That's my
word.
That's
okay,
that's my goal.
I love Festival of Nations, man.
Because last year I hosted Trap Art last year.
Okay,
and that was amazing, man. That was phenomenal. I get this, man. Nationality is amazing. People don't appreciate that enough, man. Like from different cultures, from different natives. Like it's an amazing thing to just showcase what they have to offer to us. You know what I'm saying? The Festival of Nations, I went there a few years ago, man. It was phenomenal, bro. Like it was just fantastic. And one of my goals is just to be in the crowd, hosting. Like, hey, y'all, check this out, man. We live. We Channel 5, we St. Louis. You know what I'm saying? I just want to give that energy to people. Be like, okay, I want to come back again. Type of vibe.
Yeah. Was that the most gratifying moment that you had on stage, or was there any other moment or moments that pop out in particular?
Trap art was one of my biggest accomplishments. And that's the biggest thing in this city, trap art. And the fact that, I was hosting it, I was like, oh shit, okay.
Anybody else could have got that call,
right,
but you got it.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, and things happen for a reason, because I never got that call back. I would never have got that connection from the owner and me and him doing business right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like things happen for a reason.
Indeed.
Embrace it. You know what I'm saying? Be glad that it happened. And another shocking was when I got nominated for the model thing. I wasn't expecting to get that. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I really wasn't.
I wasn't either.
Like,
especially for the podcast. You know, I just put it out there and I told a bunch of people, I'm like, hey, nominate me for the next round.
Right.
And then when I saw it on there, you know, I got in the group text and I looked, I'm like, wait, what?
hey, bro, I'm saying, man, it just be like, it'd be a blessing in disguise.
Yeah.
For sure, bro. I was like, wow. And then I also hosted a fashion show last year. Shout out to the Slip On Cam, by the way. But it was his fashion show. He was like, man, I want you to work with me on this. On what? And he's like, this fashion show. I'm like, I got you. And it was one of the biggest fashion shows in St. Louis. It was Unseen Fashion Show last year in October 10th, 9th, one of them 2 days.
Okay.
And it was real nice, man.
That's dope.
Like, it was phenomenal. It was all positive vibes. Like, every show that I've done, it was nothing ghetto, nothing late. Everything was on time. Everything was smooth. Transitions, the people, positive. Like, you don't see that a lot. You don't.
No.
Because in clubs, you see people be fighting. They be, in events, you be like, I don't like that. But nah.
We got a lot of events that have ulterior motives.
Yes, man. Yes. And the stuff that I've done past years, everything was smooth transition. I'm just blessed that it came out the correct way that it needed to be.
That's lovely, man. I'm excited to see what you do this year and what this next season of entertainment coming from you has to offer. My next question is, I just had it. I don't know where it went, but the difference between, is there a difference between hosting and comedian? Because comedy, excuse me, because I'm waiting to get into hosting for certain events, especially with Truly Gifted on the rise. We're going to be having a lot more events coming this year and so on and so forth. But I definitely want to be in the best position to be a host. And I want to know, like, what qualities of being a comedian have you put into a host, and what have you learned that is completely different from any other area of entertainment when hosting something that isn't yours, essentially?
My favorite saying is, just be you. Don't be someone that you're not. So when I host events, I just be me. You know, I don't just fake. I don't try to be like anybody else. So when they say I want you to host an event, I'm like, you sure you want me to host the event? Me. Like, yeah. I'm like, I bet. So me being me, I just put my own personality when I host the event. So I put a little bit of everything that I do in the event, from comedy to rapping to modeling. And I just structure that to the point where it comes back to crowd control, and it comes to questions and answers. It comes to direction. Because a lot of times when you go to a concert and the host, all your attention's on that host, and it's about that energy, what they bring. Because you don't want nobody to be like, all right, y'all, you know, it's time to pop out. All right, y'all, you know, it's time to pop out. You see the difference?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like having that energy and personality when you're hosting gravitates everybody to get that attention on you. That's why I'm learning, like, putting your own spin to things can help you in the long run. Mm. That's why stand-up comedy is hard, but once you get your own twist to it, you do that anywhere. Yeah,
the whole pacing of the show, I feel like, is dependent upon your performance.
Yes. Yeah.
And while people may not be totally there for you, you hold an intricate part to the entirety of the show, because it can make and break just from the host. Like, we can go down the line of many different game shows or award shows, especially. I can go back into, like, the ESPYs. I used to watch the ESPYs a lot.
Oh, me too, dude.
And,
oh man,
there were some hosts that it was just like, I don't think that was the right person to bring on.
See, yeah.
Also, I think it's the Oscars. They're bringing back, what's his name, for the 4th time in a row. Yeah, man, what's his name? He's a talk show from South Africa, mixed dude. He has his own night show. I can't believe I forgot his name, man.
Oh, I'm trying to blank.
You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, damn, I can't think of his name.
Yeah, we'll come back to that. But I feel like that can get a little boring, because it's like, you know, that style, and if they're not willing to go outside of that box, then it's like, okay, it's kind of the same show as the last 3 years. That's another question I wanted to ask, is that how do you continue to bring more variety with each show and each sketch that you do, so you continue to keep people entertained and engaged and not hear the same thing?
The one thing I've learned is reading the room. For example, when I have an older crowd, I talk about us because they're relatable. I'm like, y'all got kids, right? I'm like, yeah. I can tell you I got kids. Y'all look like y'all do. And I'll be like, I don't understand our generation of music. Back when y'all was listening to music, it was all about like, loving and doving. And now it's like, I'm finna steal your bitch, finna steal your nigga. I'm like, what the fuck? And then it's relatable because they're like, damn, he got a point. Now I start talking about kids and food stamps and things like that because it's all relatable. So reading the room plays a big part in how you present yourself in the crowd. Like when I have a ghetto crowd, I talk about some ghetto shit, Okay. It comes back to that actually. If I had like, a white crowd, black crowd, mixed crowd, and it's all about finding that relatability. Now sometimes I say the wrong joke. I thought it was funny. And I'm like, okay, that wasn't funny. Oh, me, it wasn't. I was just testing y'all. Recovery. So a lot of times when you're reading the room, learning to find that relatability in what you do as a host, it's gonna set the room off. It's gonna always set it off. Yeah. And a lot of times when I be hosting, man, I be having a nigga crowd, man, what the fuck? What you mean? What you mean? What? I be playing with them and stuff. Yeah. So that's what it comes back down to, basically, though.
Yeah. If you don't clap back at the audience, then you just standing there, just like
right. I mean, just quiet, like, hey guys,
like
right. Yeah. I have a question for you though.
Go ahead, man.
Why do you feel like money is always the motive for anything?
Why do I always feel that?
No, not you, but like you in general. Like,
okay. I'm actually doing a video essay right now on how to be more of a creator within the world of conveniency and capitalism and consumerism. And the reason why I say that is because every desire that we have, not every desire, but a lot of desires that we have here in America specifically, where capitalism and consumerism is just like pivotal for how we run as a country and our economy, and also get into social issues and social interactions, is that a lot of these desires are manufactured because they're constantly put out and put into our subconscious mind, to the point where Edward Bernays, who is, and I'm nerding out real quick, but Edward Bernays, who is the father of propaganda, also the nephew of Sigmund Freud, who is a big time psychoanalyst from back in the 20s and 30s. He kind of recognized that there's certain things that you can do to tweak somebody's desires to make sure to, let me find the best way to this, to create, what's the word? I lost the word, but you're essentially creating desires within people and they don't even know it. So I feel like off of that manufacturing consent, being constantly around advertisement and consumerism, and also hearing that in our music, like that's one of the biggest difference that we have in music today than back then, is that it's super heavy on materialism. And if you're constantly putting materialism out there and making it acceptable, then people are going to gravitate towards that lifestyle rather than something authentic. And like you said, it's easy to become a rapper. There's so many people that want to be a rapper, but there's a lot of people that don't bring that quality that is needed to pop off and become a sensation and actually touch and connect with the community around you, because you're just doing it for a check and doing it for relevancy. So that's the best answer I can give you right now. I've been in touch with a lot of people that are very genuine, and of course money's always in the conversation, but right. you put love first. And a lot of the things that I do, including this, is like I'm not getting paid for it. I just do it because I love it. And when I do what I love for free, I'm putting myself in a better position to do it for something like get some type of compensation. But I want to make sure that I establish that there's quality and there's love and passion in this first before I earn any type of dime.
Right.
So
the reason I ask that is because a lot of people that come here, they monopolize the city to the point where, all right, I'm this big headshot. I'm selling all these clothes for $100. Y'all gonna buy it. A lot of people in this city buy because of materialism, like you said. And it's messed up because if y'all gonna spend money on somebody you just came here versus somebody who's been here for 10 years, have a perfect establishment, why can't you just buy from that person? And the one thing I learned about this city is that clout plays a big part, which is fucked up. Yeah. But it's true though, because I never forget that when so-and-so was here, everybody, oh my gosh, Sexy Red here. Oh my gosh, Nelly's here. They just people at the end of the day. Literally, they just people. They probably got more money than us, but they're just people, you know? But y'all not gonna support someone who actually is doing something for it even cheaper for that. Yeah. And the fact they want to actually get their establishments off the ground to exceed and expand and do better. But y'all gonna spend a band off someone who doesn't even care about you like that.
Don't even know that you exist.
Right.
And don't care to know if you exist. If you come to the show, that's the best thing that they ask for.
And I'm just like, man, for me, like when you working with me, I'm always gonna take care of you. Real shit. It may not be money or food, but I'm gonna take care of you. Like if I ever see you in public or something, hey, this for the other day, here's $20 for gas. Hey, you want some clothes? I work here. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take care of somebody regardless. Yeah. And what the one thing I learned about the money here is that in general, money is just paper. Really, if I had $5 and I ripped it, they're gonna look at me like I'm crazy. And then there's paper. Money is always replenished. People don't realize that.
They can print money anytime, anywhere.
Exactly.
It may not help with inflation, but I mean,
right? Yeah, you know, yeah. And I just be like, without money, a lot of people don't realize that if money is your only motive, what are you really fighting for?
What are you working for? What you stand for? And what are you trying to influence this next generation to do? Are you trying to just make everything materialistic and shallow, or are you trying to bring more vibrancy back to humanity? Because I feel like we're just losing that vibrancy, or at least the spotlight is on shallow talent, people that don't really have talent at all, but it has a certain message that helps the system or helps this machine.
Right. See? Yeah. And I'm trying to tell folks, listen, y'all, one day you're going to be great. I always say that. I'm like, you're going to be a legend, man. You're going to be a legend for real. I'm telling you, you're going to be a legend, Houston, for real.
You know right on, man. I appreciate that.
And
thank you.
The day I'm going to see you will be at the BET Awards. I'm host that mug. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of my goals, is actually give those flowers to those people who actually deserve it. You know what I'm saying?
Right
and
on.
When I host these events, you know, I do it because I love to actually be myself on stage and actually showcase that I'm a genuine good person. I'm not just gonna be on stage just for the wrong reasons. Hell nah, people be busting heads. I'm $200 just to rent me. Man, you got a project, I'll help you. It's no problem. You know what I'm saying? I'm that type of person. Everybody's different. They always want to put money in the equation, because if money wasn't offered, would you honestly do it because you love it? And that's why for the game show, like last season, people was just like, you ain't gotta pay me or nothing. I mean, you're right, I ain't have to. But I did though, because y'all gave me y'all time and effort, and the fact that y'all actually cared about my vision showed that y'all real, you know.
Yes.
So I paid everybody for the show for last season, for sure. And you know, me being the creator of what I do, I'm always going to give in return. You know, it's not just about me. You know, it's about we. I'm keep saying this. It's always about we, never me.
Indeed.
And when you're doing, you know, even with a team, you always have that lead star. You always have the running back. You have the wide receivers. They cool and all, but if the front line isn't good, then we're not good. You know, because everybody has an important part to play, and whenever you're doing a project, that's why I asked that question though.
Yeah,
so
thank you. I appreciate that, man. One thing I learned in my journey is that doing what you love has a different type of currency. It's your time, it's your effort, and it's the truth behind that. as well. If you're willing to be true to yourself and put the time and the effort needed for this to blossom into something great, that is how you're going to get paid for this. You shouldn't expect handouts right then and there, because if you're expecting handouts, then that takes away from the love. If you truly love something, you'll do it for free. You'll do it right now. You do it without anybody trying to push you or anybody trying to convince you to do so. You'll do it off rip. Like nobody convinced me to do a podcast. It was just an idea that I threw out there. My roommate, he has his own podcast. Shout out to Maliki, the Ground Who's podcast. We got this together and we were just like, let's see where it goes. And he's at episode 21, 22. I could be wrong. This is episode 16. I could be wrong. But either way,
I support y'all though.
Yeah,
that's real,
for sure.
You know
I appreciate that, man. But we don't get paid for this. We put our time and our effort to make this happen and connect with people, and it helps grow and expand my love for what I do and also what everybody else does, and connect with that community. And it's about we, not about me. So
hey, hey man, hey, we on the right path for sure, bro.
For sure.
This gonna be our season, our year.
Indeed. And I would love to get on that show, bro. Like, I need that. I need to, because I'm learning to get on behind and in front of the camera, because my biggest thing, I want to get into acting, and I also want to get into filmmaking.
Yeah.
And we talked about a short film project that you were doing. This was like 2 months ago, but at the time I just had a bunch of stuff going on, so I really didn't follow through. So I do apologize for that. Yeah. But when it comes to filmmaking, I need more comfortability on camera, so I need to be put in uncomfortable situations. And I feel like doing a game show, like, it will be a little uncomfortable because I feel like I've never done it before, but it will be a great learning experience.
You know what? You want to do one right now? A game right now?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So one of my games is called Story Time, right?
Say less.
How this works is it's like category.
Okay.
So we're going to do a rap. We have to guess what that person is as a superhero or a supervillain.
Okay. Let's try it.
All right. I'm gonna give you like 30 seconds to think about what you're gonna say real quick.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how much? Explain it a little more.
So the category is superheroes.
Superheroes or supervillains?
Heroes this time. Heroes.
Heroes. Got you.
So think of a hero. Make a rap about clues who you are.
Ah, okay. Bet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give me one second. Hold on. I'm finna just do it.
Ooh, I'm a comic fan too. So
me too, but Marvin, come on, bro.
Man,
come
bro,
on.
I gotta go.
Finishing up. All right, you ready?
Yeah. How long do I have?
Let's do.
Dang, man, I don't rap, so I'm gonna try my best.
All right, you got a minute. So basically, I'm gonna have to guess who you talking about.
All right, say less.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Ooh. Ketchup and mustard, I got that. Mayo and relish, I don't got that. I'm kind of oddball. They don't really know me like that. You can tell I don't rap.
Who the fuck is this?
Hey, if you know comics, then you know this gag character.
Hold on, wait a minute.
I don't know if I can. Yeah, bro, I'm not the best rapper, but
Joker? No, that's a villain. Damn. Damn. Wait, who is this?
Condiment King.
Oh, come on, man. You can't. Come on. You can't.
I was seeing what's like, how much does he read comics actually?
All right, you got me. Okay, all right. I'm gonna do one. He's from DC. He's from DC. All right. So look. So I'm rocking red and yellow, and that's a fact. I'm always on the move. I'ma hit the dash. I'll run me. I'ma catch your ass. I'm faster than Sonic. My name is
Flash.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I'm doing more for you. So I'm a villain. As you can see, I'm negative below. I'm below degrees. They name a roller coaster right after me. If I give you frostbite, I'm
David. I almost said David Freeze. Mr. Freeze.
Yeah. It's just like that.
Yeah.
So how this game works is I'm gonna have the contestants and the 314 girls has to guess who we talking about.
That's fire. I love that.
Yes, it's gonna
That's
be
fire. I just need to work on my rapping skills. I'm not really God
cool,
didn't really give me that. I love to write. When you said story time, I was like, ooh, I'm ready. And then when you said rap, I'm like, I don't think I'm ready.
And then another game we got is called Can I Get an Amen? It's a church game. And how this works is the DJ will give us a artist or a word. I haven't decided which one yet. And we would have to make a funny serum about that word or artist. For example, like if the word was flowers, as a preacher, talk about that word. It has to be funny. And mind you, you know what I'm saying?
And we gotta guess that word?
We have to talk about it as a preacher. But remember, these aren't real verses. Cause I ain't trying to get tracked down. So this ain't, you know what I'm saying? This ain't, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you know how black preachers be, they overdo it. So it's gonna be funny.
Oh yeah.
It's just like that, basically.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
You want to give me an example real quick?
All right.
My bad to put you on the spot.
Oh, you cool. You fine. Give me a word.
Give you a word. Let's do baseball.
All right. Okay. All right. Let me talk to my congregation real quick. Let me holler at y'all real fast. Do y'all not know that in baseball, you have the home run, okay? You got the pitcher. You got the outside. What you want to do is you want to catch the ball in the glove. Can I get an amen? Amen. Yes, now. Brother Houston, when they say it's the 9th inning, they talking about the game was almost over. Am I correct?
Correct.
Yes, that means when they hit the ball and it's out the stage, that's a home run, right?
Yes,
that's
Lord.
a home run. Try to tell everybody in the congregation, read a home run. That means you won the game, okay?
I like that one. That one I could definitely do some bullshit on for sure.
Yeah, man. So all these games, man, it's all about just being yourself, have your own twist to it. It's all funny games for real. So just know, we'll talk. I'm gonna see. Yeah,
for sure, man. For sure. Yeah, bro. That's dope. I like that. What? How much time usually does it go into like making these mini games like that, and like where you get these ideas from? Do you just nitpick from a collection of different game shows and put something together, or is it just like it comes to you out of nowhere?
So I do my research.
Okay.
And what I've learned from this girl told me, she's a comedian in Atlanta. She was like, before you do anything, do your research. And I understand what she meant. So when I do my games, I look at Wild Out, Celebrity Squares, Family Feud. I look at everything within the game shows and in everyday life on what we do. And I just twist that. For example, like modeling. As a model, you don't say nothing. You know, you walk, you showcase what you're wearing. So I'm like, I can turn that into a game. It's called Walk That Walk. Mm-hmm. And whichever team walk the best wins that round. So I kind of just twist into my own way because everybody does a lot of fashion shows here, but not in the game show. So that's why I put that in my segment. So I'm saying,
I like that.
Yeah. So and then another one would be Can You Hear Me? It's a poet game. I've been to a lot of open mics where poets, do poetry.
Man, shout out the word up too,
for sure.
especially.
Yeah, y'all be doing that on Tuesday.
Yeah,
y'all be killing the game for sure. And I'm just like, I can turn that for some comedy. The funniest poem wins.
Yeah.
So it's all about having your own twist to it, basically.
That's tough. And with the poetry, is it more off rip, or do you tell people like, hey, write beforehand?
So to be very transparent, it's up to you.
Okay.
If you're the type to, do some rehearsed stuff, that's fine. Improv, that's fine. But the one thing I will say is this is a clean set. Like last season was no cussing or nothing. Even though I cussed like on accent like twice. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, I tried so hard, but I was like, damn. But it's a clean set. So as long as it's nothing like, no, fuck that bitch. No. You could be like, dang or something, but I keep it clean and everything.
Darn it.
Yeah,
Drat.
Because I do have rehearsals and stuff before the actual show. Because a lot of people that I work with, now a lot of them was introverts. Now they're extroverts because of me. I was just like, damn, I did that for real. Okay.
So you already kind of give them the game plan of like what games we're doing.
Right. So
Okay.
I have a template. You know, I print out the scheduling from like the teams, special guests and stuff like that, who you on, what color, what games. I have 5 games. So 2 games, one side's gonna win, 2 games, the other one's the bonus round is the fashion off. So you know why I got wild style? Mine is walk that walk.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's dope.
So everything is structured to a T. So I tell you, like, working with me, you gonna know that I'm gonna start on white time. Trust me. Not no damn hour later, not no black time. But
Now you need to. We need to have a lot more structure with this.
Yes.
Because we already late the shit as it is. So it's like,
Bruh.
we got 2025. We're on time. That's all I gotta say. We're on time.
God damn it. Exactly. Yeah, man. I'm saying, man. But anything else you wanna ask? I gotta say block in a minute.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I did want to go in depth real quick about short films because you asked me to be a part of a short film, or at least I reached out to you. Do you have history in the film? Do you have a favorite filmmaker? What got you into doing short films like that? Are you directing? Are you writing? Or are you just a part of a community that takes care of all of that?
I'm a part with the community for sure.
Okay.
Now I am working on my own like sitcom series. I have 10 episodes right now as we speak.
Okay.
Like the summary, conclusions, and stuff like that. It's just
Have they aired?
they're in the writing stage right now. Yeah. So I have it in the back burner basically.
Ooh, let me know about that. I can definitely do that, bro.
Man.
Acting, I feel like acting will be my thing.
Oh yeah,
For sure.
man. Oh, bro. I'm saying like I have a short film on YouTube. I have 3 on YouTube right now. And one of my biggest problems as an actor is certain things I don't feel comfortable saying because I don't see them on a daily basis. Like for example, like one of the lines I will never forget. One of the lines is like, you real pretty. I don't say that shit. Like, what? I'm like, damn, you fine? You know what I'm saying? It's more comfortable, it's more natural. So as an actor, you're just putting yourself in that situation. Now, when they say, don't read word from word, put your own words into that, but have it in the same type of structure as it is, do that. That's one thing I learned about acting. Always put you in that situation. Not nobody else. Just put you. Like one of my scenes was I was a doctor, right? And the line was like, hey nurse, can you give me a sculpture or something like that? And I low-key forgot my line, and then I was like, shit, I don't know how to do this shit. They kept it because it was funny, but it was like, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes you just gotta have something on the back end. In this case, that line doesn't work. It's gonna be something that they'll like that you would say, naturally. But it's some stuff I'm gonna throw you for sure this year that we need some actors in. I got you. Say
less, man. That's what I'm here for. So
sure.
That's my main source of creativity that I'm growing into is being on camera, being on the other side of the camera, and also writing. I love writing. So if you ever need help with like the writing process, I definitely want to learn more about that.
For sure.
Because like you said, the storytelling is very, very important, and how you put it into game mode is so dope too as well.
Man,
so
all the damn hours up night, 2 o'clock typing like it's a process. It's worth it. I love it, man. It's worth it. I just know it's shit.
For sure. For sure. Well, man, I don't want to hold you up. I know you got to get out of here soon. You're a busy man. Like we talked about today, you have so many different avenues that you're walking down. You have my support. Anytime you want to come back on here, let me know. We can definitely talk more. But I definitely got to get on the game show. We gotta talk more, man. Before I leave you out of here, man, what is something that you want to leave with the audience today? Whether it be how we reach you, what's coming soon, any words of advice, words that are on your mind, or if you just want to joan on the audience real quick. I mean, whatever works.
2 things. Y'all can follow, not a lot, 3 things. Y'all can follow me on Jamal Comedian with 2 N's on Instagram. 2, thank you for having me. It's an honor. For real. It means a lot.
Of course, man.
You a legend out here, bro. Like, I'm gonna see you at the award show for sure.
Blessings, man. I appreciate that.
And thirdly, my motivation is don't be scared to do you. That means do not be scared to be yourself. Someone will like you for you, no matter what it is, from modeling to poetry to comedy to acting. They'll like you for you.
Indeed.
And that's it though.
Indeed. I appreciate it, bro. Thank you for being here. Y'all know what it is, man. The Mind is Mine podcast, here to help elevate consciousness, get people in tune with their destiny, in tune with their spirituality, in tune with their mental clarity. And also 2025, we're going to take more of the direction of healing mental health, talking more about mental health and how creativity helps stimulate positive mental health, and also can be a catalyst towards anybody's spiritual journey. So shout out to Story Stitchers for putting PSA out there. I'm part of that PSA. If you ever need any type of resources for mental health and also creativity, especially if you're 16 to 25, please hit me up. I would love to work with you guys. I would love to get you guys into the center. If you're not in any of those age groups, we can still work. I definitely want to leave an impact on the community. And as Jamal said too, it's not about me, it's about we. So we're keeping that mindset all year. So I appreciate you, bro.
For sure, man. Have a good one. I appreciate you, bro.
Yes, sir. It's love. We out.
All right.